The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Patrick Williams was a 5-star recruit out of high school. Now, scoring came easily for him, but he chose Florida State to learn how to play defense. He said, offense will take care of itself. It takes somebody special to sit down on defense. Stops are what win the game. And Kevin, that two-way game saw him taken 4th in the 2020 draft.
Yeah, I love his game. That was a good report. Thank you. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Bay and Grant are the forwards. He's out there with Cunningham. And it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Chicago, in the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Vucevic is out there with Williams. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And it's the Pistons to start out. And here's Hayes. Cunningham with it. Rebounded by Vucevic. DeRozan against Bay. And it's DeRozan missing.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Here's Grant. The shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Williams dishes the ball. Pass to Vucevic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
Oh, man, showing off the playmaking skills. Levine keeps his head up and makes the unselfish play.
Passes it to Bay. Cunningham looking it over. Clock at 6. From down low. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The pass to Vucevic. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside, Levine. He takes it in. Rebounded by the Pistons. Now, Bay. And Vucevic pulls it down. For 3, Williams. No good. Now the Pistons take it the other way. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Cunningham's shot is off.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
Now, here's Grant. Now, here's Cunningham. And Hayes kicks to Bay. 4 on the clock. Shoots over DeRozan. And he overshot that one, missing. Chicago leading by 4. Back to Ball. Olynyk against Vucevic. Dishes it to Levine. Here he goes. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Levine is such an explosive player. He's able to fight through the contact and get it to go.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's guarded by Williams. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Ball, the pass to Levine. Back to Ball. From the arc. That shot, no good. Pistons trail by 4. 1:51 left here in the first quarter. Here's Cunningham. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Ball. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. On the wing, Levine. A three-pointer, no good. The Pistons have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. 1:21 left in the first quarter. Here's Bay. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over Williams. Bay, no good. Williams against Bay. And Vucevic kicks to Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Over Grant. DeRozan. That's good.
And just so hard to stop DeRozan from making his way inside and generating points.
Grant, right side. Back to Hayes. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Detroit, no good that time either. Chicago leading by 6. Here's Levine. Rebound by Olynyk.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit...
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Levine feeling it out a bit. Over Hayes. From 13 feet, it goes down.
Well, you can't afford to let Levine get comfortable, especially when he's looking to fire from the mid-range.
The shot comes out, and so it's Chicago, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be back with you shortly. You've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the floor for Detroit, we've got Hamidou Diallo, Lee out there with Josh Jackson. And there's Grant, and it's Stewart in at the 5.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's White. Pass to Caruso. With the floater. Rebound by the Pistons. Diallo with it. The dish now to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Grant. Pulls up on the elbow and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, Grant has the accuracy to make it work. I mean, from mid-range, sinking in a tough shot.
One thing, Chris, you got to love about Jeremy Grant is his raw scoring ability.
He's a real volume shooter. He takes a lot of threes, but he makes a lot of threes. I mean, you can trust him to come up with points out there on the floor.
Here's Jackson. Can't hit that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. Over in the corner, Brown. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. It's hauled in by Diallo. Pistons trail by 4. Passes it to Grant. Lee outside. There's the pass to Stewart. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. White down low, guarded by Jackson. And White kicks to Caruso. And here is Brown. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From deep. That shot, no good. And Detroit the other way now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Diallo. Grant against Brown. From the baseline. Almost, but it rolls out. The Bulls leading by 4. Caruso looking for an opening. It's hauled in by Stewart. The Pistons have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And it's Grant in the corner. Back to Lee. Pass to Grant. Now Jackson. Here's Lee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Chris, I remember back in the day, and at one point in the Western Conference, they had you, they had Tim Duncan, they had Kevin Garnett, all Hall of Famers, all so great to watch.
Yeah, we had some battles. Can't forget about guys like Dirk Nowitzki. We had to play 2 ways then. If you were a 4, you were a 5. So David Robinson, Karl Malone, Shaq. Yeah, that was all in a week's work.
The free throw drops for Lee. So for the Bulls, Vucevic, he's checked in for Tony Bradley. DeRozan comes in for Derek Jones. And Levine subbed in for Alex Caruso. Then for the Pistons, Olynyk, he's checked in for Grant. And it's Joseph in for Jackson. And both free throws good for Lee. Bulls have gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. Levine against Joseph. Can they get it? And it's blocked. Lee outside. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Stewart. He nails it, and we're tied up.
When the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
And there's the pass to Levine. Stewart against Vucevic. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul.
Isaiah Stewart.
That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Williams comes in for Brown. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Kobe White. And Detroit with a change here, too. Jackson's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And here are the Bulls now. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
That's a floater go, and he lays it up and in. Jackson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built a lead here with a much better second quarter.
And again, Chicago, no good. The Pistons have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. High arcing shot by Joseph, no good. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. And DeRozan throws it down.
Watch out now. When DeRozan is moving like this towards the hoop, you're in for a show. And at times, it just feels like DeRozan is still underappreciated. Receives a lot of criticism for what he doesn't do and not enough credit for what he does.
Jackson misses in close. Now Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep in the second. DeRozan scanning the floor. Williams inside. He's against Olynyk. 5 to shoot. Williams kicks to Vucevic. Launches it. He can't hit that time. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Inside. Here's Jackson. And it's Chicago with the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot by Williams, no good. The Pistons shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Outside, Joseph. To the paint. Here's Olynyk. No good that time. It's all tied in Chicago. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarters.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Looking at the Bulls, Kenny, give us your take.
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
Terrible execution deal, offensive end, rushing things, taking bad shots. Here's a thought. Pound the ball inside. Get higher percentage looks, get yourself to the line, get back on track.
Through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Bulls shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Chicago right now, in the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Williams is out there with Vucevic, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Saddiq Bey was the 19th pick in 2020 out of Villanova, and he made an immediate impact for the Pistons. Dwayne Casey said he's a coach's dream, adding he's made himself into one of the top 3-point shooters of his class. He's a defender, and he's just scratching the surface. Guys, not bad for a rebuilding team.
You're right, they got a good one. Thanks. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And DeRozan, a free agent this past offseason, took his time to find the right fit in terms of who he would sign with, ultimately choosing Chicago in a big victory for the Bulls.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
One-on-one fast break. Here's Ball. They grab their own miss. Williams inside. He's covered by Grant. 6 to shoot. Deep 2 from Ball. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Ball's got his first 2 points of the night.
Remarkable at sizing up screen and rolls up the ball. He has a knowledge of how to break down the defense. It's special.
Now here's Cunningham. T right on him. Out to the right wing. Now Hayes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside, Levine. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Counting. Now it's a 6-point Bulls lead. Hayes up top, guarded by Levine. Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Bay. And here's Hayes. Three-pointer on the way. Detroit, no good that time either.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
They are just killing them on the interior.
With the pass.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Hayes, and they get it. And no good.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far, and nothing to show for it.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room fresh. They've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Detroit also making some changes. Jackson comes in for Olynyk, and Lee subbed in for Hayes.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Here's Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Caruso, no good. Pistons trail by 10. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Cunningham's shot is off. Here's Chicago. They've got a 10-0 run going. Here's Caruso. Over in the corner, Brown. The 11-footer, again, Chicago.
They're not playing defense with anywhere near the passion they showed in the first half. There's been a big-time drop-off.
2 minutes.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
DeRozan, he's checked in for Chicago. Then for the Pistons, Stewart checked in for Grant. And Diallo subbed in for Cunningham. Back to Diallo. Slam dunk by Diallo.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Bulls.
Passes it to Caruso. White against Jackson. White the pass to Brantley. The pass to Jones. Here's Caruso. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. White, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Well, White's a talented player, but very streaky. You never know who's going to show up.
Diallo finds Bay. And he banks in the layup.
Now, sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Bay against DeRozan. There's 48 seconds left in the third. And it's denied. Bay with it. Kicks it to Lee. To Jackson. Now here's Stewart. With the fadeaway. Caruso grabs the miss. The Bulls leading by 10. Jones the pass to Caruso. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. Outside White. And the 3 off target. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Pistons trail by 10 and on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. They've got Corey Joseph, Isaiah Stewart out there with Diallo. Then there's Hayes, and it's Olynyk in at the 5 spot. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And Chicago shooting struggles apparent, 37% from the field. Vucevic finds White. Levine with it. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Here's Hayes. That one misses. Great D that time from Vucevic. Outside White. Detroit with the rebound.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Back to Diallo. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Ball, the pass to White. And here's Levine. Outside, Ball. Outside, Levine. Shoots over Olynyk. It's deflected.
Oh, and he's the rare player with the shorter arm span than his height. I mean, Olynyk is still going to get his share of blocks.
Hayes, no good.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
To the inside. Ball finds Levine. Over Diallo. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Bulls lead by 10.
This is what the coaching staff loves seeing. Levine, I mean, looking aggressive and engaged on this end.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in. And then for Detroit, Grant, he's checked in for Stewart. Frank Jackson comes in for Diallo. And it's Cunningham in for Joseph. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Very blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Williams passes to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic, a force around the rim.
An even 3-on-3 break. Williams can't hit. Pistons trail by 10. Down low. Olynyk dishes to Cunningham.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Williams finds Levine. Outside, ball. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Detroit, Cade Cunningham, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Bays checked in for the Pistons. And so Cunningham nails both of them. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Levine up top, covered by Hayes. Detroit with the rebound. And here's Bay.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
He kicks it to Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Bay. Drains the three-pointer.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical junction.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Levine wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Levine's got 5 points now this quarter. Now Cunningham. Off target at the rim. Chicago leading by 8. Ball, the pass to Williams. Here's Levine. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The shot misses. And it's Detroit the other way. Grant dishes to Cunningham. Over Williams. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Levine against Olynyk. Outside Levine. And they recover it. Again, Levine missing. Now here's Hayes. He dishes it to Olynyk. Here's Bay. That shot missing. Good D by Williams. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Outside Levine. So the Bulls win it. A confident win and one where they really showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable, making each and everybody on this team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end, we're just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.